Top of the hour, let's begin with the updates that we are getting in what had happened as the pan-India searches as one of the biggest operations that were being conducted against the PFI. Now there are being fresh searches being held on the PFI leaders and their associates in 8 different states. Searches that are being held after gathering input post last week raids and interrogation. Let me straight away go across to Bhavtosh now. Bhavtosh, good morning. What more do we know?
Good morning, Amita. These searches are being carried out by state police after information was shared by federal probe agencies. Remember last week there were countrywide raids and searches that were carried out in 11 states, after which 106 top PFI leaders were arrested, and there was also a backlash by PFI in which at several places there were petrol bombs that were thrown on BJP office and also at RSS offices. These searches are after interrogation of PFI leaders were carried out, and on basis of that, these searches are being carried out. These searches are basically being carried out by state police on an information that has been shared by central agencies, whether it's ED or whether it's NIA. A very limited role of NIA and ED in these searches, but basically these searches are being carried out by state police as the colleagues, whether they are in Karnataka or in Assam. They have shared information that searches started early in the morning. The entire operation is being carried out in coordination with Intelligence Bureau, but searches in 8 states, and more information will be shared, but at least in 8 state PFI leaders are being searched, their premises are being searched. Basically across the country since last week, searches are being carried out and attempts are being made to identify PFI leaders. Now in the remand note that Times Now has access since last week, basically 2 points. PFI is not only receiving funds from abroad, but cash donations are being received also by PFI, and this network, they have said that this network is not only limited to terror funding, but also PFI was planning to carry out terror attacks across the country.
Okay, so Bhavtosh, as the details have revealed that the first set of raids that were taken up were called Operation Octopus, and that was in coordination with the central agencies. Similarly, today as well, based on the inputs, any information on any arrests that have taken place in today's raids?
Pratibha, several individuals have been detained and rounded up. They have been taken for questioning, but as of now, no information about arrest. But at various places, people associated directly or indirectly with PFI have been picked up. They are presently being questioned by a joint team of local intelligence units and also by state police. Basically, the input was provided after PFI leaders were questioned, documents that were seized, and also about information about the manner in which funds and donations were collected by PFI leaders. In the remand note that was accessed by Times Now, it was clearly mentioned that there was a cash donation that was received. There were district presidents who, in fact, collected the cash donation. Right. It was a vast network that was, in fact, identified by these federal probe agency, and on basis of that, state police were, in fact, given this input, and that's how these early morning raids are being carried out.
After gathering input post last week's raids and interrogation. Mainly, we are looking at how the state police is involved here. In at least 8 of the states, we are looking at the PFI associates being raided. For the moment, Bhavtosh, thanks very much for joining in the